open up with opening statement from Coach, and then we'll open up follow-up with questions from you, Coach.
Yeah, he didn't know me very well. My opening statement is that Tulsa played a really good football game. And coached a really good game. Thought they had a great game plan. I thought their kids executed it very well. We didn't coach and we didn't play well enough to win that game. And but hats off to Coach Montgomery and his staff. I thought they did an excellent job. Questions? No, I mean there's unless we're playing unless we're playing an all-pro team, there's always something we can do. But I thought they ran the ball well tonight. I thought the three keys to the game were going to be starting fast and winning the first half. Obviously, we did not do that. We started fast, but we did not win the first half. I thought the next one would be winning the rushing battle. We lost that one by a fairly significant margin. And then the next one was, explosive plays. And I don't have that in front of me, but I would be willing to bet that we didn't win that one either. So, when you lose those type of three things, and I knew it was going to be a race to 28 points. Just look at the statistics of both teams. That's what it was going to be, and so obviously we didn't do enough coaching or playing to win the game, and they had a really good game plan.
With Ollie on the touchback there, is that a reviewable play or not?
They review every play,
Okay.
or at least they say they do.
What are your thoughts on that play?
My thoughts on the player, that one of our best players got open on a well-designed play, made a nice throw to him, and we didn't execute the fundamentals of ball security enough, and their guy played to the echo of the whistle and made a nice play. I mean, other than that, we can't leave it to chance, but I mean, that's, Ali's going to feel, I know he feels terrible about that play, and that kid made so many plays for us this year that, we're not in the position where we are without him making those plays throughout the year, and without a bunch of guys making plays. So you guys know how I feel. It's never one play, ever, 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 ever. Never will be, never has been, and till the end of time, it'll never be one play. I mean, we had so many other opportunities to do things to change the outcome of this game. So, he'll learn from that experience, and I think that'll be fire for him and fuel for him in this offseason.
What did you tell your guys after the game?
I told them that they may never play on a team that's this tight, and they never play on this a team that has the character of the guys that they played with. Certainly hope so. I mean, I am the head coach, so I'm responsible for both those things, but it's what you're constantly striving to achieve in terms of the culture and how tight this group was and how much they truly loved each other and things like that. I mean, so I made sure, I told them all, you better dap up every single guy in this room, because if you miss one, you never know when you're going to be able to see him again. And, as a young man, you won't regret that right now, but 10, 15, 20 years from now, you certainly will. I know I have. So.
Looking ahead to next year, where you guys can, you see this as a great springboard.
I think that you guys are starting to understand me well enough right now. I would rather we'll say marinate in this pain a little bit. I think it's good for you. I think it's all emotion is good emotion, and especially for men who don't always show emotion with each other. I think it's good that you feel that pain and you understand what it feels like, because that can be fuel for you for quite a long time.
How much do you think this experience will help your returning players want to do it again? Go off the side.
Yeah, no, I understand. Hopefully, they understand. I think everyone wants to do it all the time. I think what I hope the returning players are able to grasp is what it takes. You know, all the little things that it takes, the hard work that it takes in January, the hard work that it takes all through February. You know, the meetings in February where you're going over the install again, where you're completely rebuilding the team, rebuilding everything all over again. And I think that's the thing that I hope the team understands, and I hope the returning players get is that, you know, as they understand that, hey, this doesn't happen because you want it to. It happens because you will it to. And I think there's a gigantic difference. You know, there's a lot of people who want things to happen, but you know, it takes a special team and a special person to will things to happen.
Ricky, what about the fan support today?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I was very, very happy, and obviously, the fan support is one of the reasons why I took this job. You know, people who act like, oh, you know, and I know I'll say it sometimes. Oh, the fans don't matter. No, the fans matter. I mean, the fans are what make college football so great. You know, I mean, I don't remember having a most memorable experiences of my life in a scrimmage. You know what I mean? I don't remember that ever happening. I don't remember ever no one being there, and you don't feel that excitement of the band and feel that excitement of the fans and feel that excitement of all those people. I mean, that's what makes college football so great. You know, it's why I personally prefer college. One of the reasons, I mean, there's many, why I prefer college football to pro football is, you know, that passion. You know, and I hope that we're not doing things that are going to eliminate that to our game, because that really is what makes it so special.
Ricky, considering the 111 season off, the 1-6 start, what can you say about the team size overall?
They're tough. They're great players. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that the ones who want to continue to play football get that opportunity, because they're very, very good football players, and I hope this season was able to show some people that, you know, and the resiliency of these guys and the toughness of them, and you know, I wish that people would really get to meet really get to sit down with Isaac Weaver for, you know, and have a meal with him, you know, sit down with Jordan Young and have a meal with him, you know, see Corey Jackson battle through the things that he's battled through this year. I mean, it's mind blowing to me, but you know, they're people that I'm extremely thankful for, and I'll never forget. I told them, you know, I'm never going to forget this team ever as long as I live. I will. I have not been good about having memorabilia. I have probably more than most. I'm not going to lie, but I've probably lost some things that I wish I didn't lose. We're going to need to get a new storage thing, my wife, because I'm going to keep a lot of things from this team, because this team means a lot to me.
What did you say to your defense after they were able to hold Tulsa to 3 stops? Of course, the 3 field goals in the second and third quarter. What did you say to your defense after that?
Well, we've been excellent all year at that. We've been really good. I shouldn't say that. We started off poor at the red zone touchdown percentage, but man, we really picked it up through weeks, essentially 5 through weeks 12, and that really ended up propelling us to the end that we had. That was one of the key statistics. Is I thought we really played great red zone defense. That's always red zone touchdown percentage on both sides of the ball is always going to be important. It's a key statistic in my mind. We need to work on that as an offense. We kicked too many field goals this season, and again, today. So we got to continue to work on that. But in general, I thought that our defense has done a nice job of that all year, and they expected to do that. They started to expect to hold teams that. In fact, they started to expect to get turnovers, which is that sort of expectation is what people no one rises to low expectations, so they started to rise to that.
It's the end of your first season as a head coach. From a personal standpoint, did you meet your personal expectations?
I didn't have any. My personal expectations were kind of what it's funny. I think sometimes you guys think I'm lying to you. I really do believe in this whole 1-0 thing. I didn't have any expectations. My expectation was that as a coaching staff that we would find a way to get the players better each and every week. As a head coach, I'd find a way to get the coaching staff better each and every week. And I knew if I did that we would, at the end of the year, we could look back and say that we had a pretty good year. And ultimately, that's my goal, is to make sure that each and every week we get better, so that each and every week I give the players and the coaches an opportunity, to maximize their own personal potential. If everybody on our team maximizes their own personal potential, we're going to be pretty darn good. So I don't have any personal expectations or anything like that. I don't go into it saying, okay, we've got to do this, and this. I really don't. Maybe I should. I don't know. That's the way I do things, and it'll be the way I continue to do things. And I'll look back and I'll see how can I help us maximize our potential. Where are we deficient and things like that? I'm probably better at looking back and things and seeing where we can make improvements.
Pretty early in the game, you wouldn't have to do that. What does that mean? So that happened in July. You got it on 4th and 1. You need to stop that. That's
Yeah. It does. He didn't get it on my watch. He did it on his with his own will and his own personal toughness and being just an absolute dude. So I hope my name has nothing to do with that record, because I had nothing to do with that record. He has everything to do with that record. And I am very, very thankful that he got it. I'm very, very thankful that ESPN and the Myrtle Beach Bowl and everybody else gave us the opportunity to play in another game so that he could get that record, because it's probably feels like he's had his heart ripped out right now, but a month from now, that record's going to mean a lot to him. So.
Thanks, Coach.
Do you feel like your heart's been ripped out, like Ricky was saying? Is it ripped that much?
Yeah, it's a tough feeling. I mean, I'm not a very emotional person, so I don't really show it on my face, but it definitely hurts and something I'm gonna remember for a while. But I'm gonna look forward eventually and just look at all the good things that we've accomplished this year and just everything I was able to just help my teammates with, and I'm just happy I had the opportunity to be here, because every 6-year guy that I came in here with is still here, and I was able to be a part of this program and be a part of Coach Ronnie's vision and where he wanted to take the program in the future. Yeah, I mean, it's a cool thing. It's something I've kind of just been striving for throughout my career. Once Craig Wilkins, while he was on our staff, told me that he wanted me to go out and do it. I mean, personal records don't mean a whole lot, but it's something that's cool that I was able to kind of just leave my legacy throughout the program and just set something else for guys to strive for. I mean, I feel like we put the program in a good direction from here on out, and just kind of helped establish Coach Ronnie's vision, and just kind of showed the resilience throughout our class and the toughness, and just really how when this program is on the right track and doing well, just the fan support and just how positive the community is, and just what Old Dominion can really be once we're playing good and good things are happening, and just it's an awesome feeling. mean, just when it was time for them to step up and make a play, they made more plays than we did in those moments. Whether it would be like a 50-50 ball or if we missed a tackle here and there, those guys were breaking tackles. They had good players, good athletes. They got scholarship players too, and they made plays.
Is that record any more meaningful to you the way it came on the fourth down stuff?
Not necessarily. I'm just kind of just happy I got it. I mean, just happy that I had a good game and so we didn't accomplish the overall team goal. But it's kind of a weird spot right now. Like I said, later down the line, I'll reflect on it and I'll probably have a lot different feeling. One more time.
You talked about feeling bad in moments like this. So you should feel in moments like this. What do you say to that emotion?
I mean, I feel like we should just keep our heads high. I mean, we accomplished a lot of really good things this year, and we had a lot of good things that happened with not many people actually believing in us, and we had a lot of true freshmen that were out there playing throughout the season, played by guys that were in their second and third year. We really grew and accomplished a lot. I mean, that's a lot of things that we should be proud of. And it's a once we get through these next couple hours or just days or whatever it is, to really look back and be proud of everything that we did.
How do you, I guess, the whole experience in general, everything you've done the last 4 days, how are you going to look back at that? And especially, it seemed like the team maybe got closer as spent time together.
I look back and really appreciate it because I knew how hard it was to actually get back here from my first year to my 6th year. Just every moment that I had with my teammates or coaching staff or wherever it was, I really took it in that moment and enjoyed it. Tried to live it to the fullest, not taking anything for granted by looking past anything. And I felt like as a team, a lot of guys in our team did that, and they got a lot of really good experiences from it.
Is that all for Jordan? Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you.
And their free safety offense, speaking of their defense, they seem to get pressure on you at times. What kind of problems did that present that you hadn't seen before?
You know, it was definitely some unique looks from their defense, from their team. They're a very well coached team, very disciplined team. But you know, we had opportunities that we left out there today. And so, you know, like we always talk about, you know, it's about us and how we execute. And, you know, at certain points in certain situations, we didn't do that tonight. So, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say that the 3 safety defense, you know, should have affected us in the way that it did. And it didn't affect us in you know, the question that you're asking. But, you know, like I said, they're a well-coached team, well-disciplined team. And, you know, we didn't take advantage of certain opportunities.
What are your emotions like right now after a 5-game win?
It's tough. You know, we always talk about looking forward to the next week, and you know, I've been looking forward to this week for many weeks, and being able to help the team get to this situation means more to me than anything. You know, guys like Jordan, you know, who are in their 6th year, being able to help him do my part to help the team get to this game is the most important thing. You know, I could care less about any of the previous 5 games that I helped the team win. You know, I'm just happy that I was able to be a part of this team and, you know, getting those guys to this game.
So having gotten here, give you a full understanding of what it takes to do that?
I would say so. You know, the preparation that we put in as an offense, you know, that Jordan and the defense put in, it grew week to week because we knew that if we didn't prepare like we were going to win every game, that we didn't have a chance. So the biggest thing I learned this season was how to prepare, you know, and I truly care about the team and helping the team win. You know, being in the film room every Thursday night till, you know, 11:30 with the freshman quarterback. You know, him just asking me questions, going through, you know, stuff, even knowing that I have to wake up at 9 a.m. You know, I truly care about the team and, you know, doing my role, fulfilling my role to help the team win. So that's the main thing I learned this season was, you know, how to prepare for games.
Do you think moving forward that, you know, you're 1-6 and then you 25 in a little bowl game, moving forward is having knowledge that you can pass along to as you become an older player, to other players, and things go to
Absolutely. You know, we've started to build a culture the past 2 years. When Coach Ronnie came in, you know, I couldn't be more thankful to be a part of this team and you know helping build that culture for the younger guys. You know, I try to be a vocal leader to those guys. I try to lead by example and kind of show them how we go about things. You know, I'm very thankful to be in that position. You know, but I think this off season we're really gonna have to continue to build upon the culture that we started, and as we do that, it's only gonna help us.
You know, it's hard to look forward. The schedule gets tougher next year. Virginia Tech, East Carolina, Liberty. Have you looked at those games?
I haven't wasted my time looking at those ones yet. I've just been was focused this week on beating Tulsa, and for the next day or two, I'm going to reflect upon that and get ready to start the off season. When I get home on the 24th.
Also, how good? One of the best teams you played this year. How would you rank them against Liberty and Wake and some of the others you played?
I would say in the games that I started, Tulsa was probably the best team that I've played. In the past, I don't even know how many games I played. 7 games. I would say Tulsa was probably the best team that we played, but nothing that shouldn't have held us back from winning the game. We were in the position to win the game, and we didn't capitalize on certain opportunities. So, we're not going to back down from any team on our schedule. Just like we didn't this year, we're not going to next year or anytime, over my next 3 or 4 years here.
You took over a 1-6 team, and I don't know, 1-5 or what is it? You were 5-2 before, individually speaking, and tonight aside, is that about best you could have hoped for coming into the team, especially when you didn't have the job?
Not necessarily. I told you guys at the beginning of the season that my goal was to do everything I could to help the team win. And, sitting there as the backup the first 6 games, I was doing everything possible to make sure DJ Mack was ready to help us win the game, and then I was, fortunate enough to take over the starting role after the Marshall game. And that mindset and that didn't change for me. My whole mindset was about how I can help the team win. I tried to do everything I could week to week to make sure our team had the best chance to win. And I'm extremely thankful that Coach Ronnie and Coach Campbell, Coach Rhino, our whole coaching staff gave me the opportunity to be the starter after that game.
Playing in the Sun Belt venue for the first time, did it kind of help set in the fact that you program it to the Sun Belt?
Yes, I haven't spent much time thinking about the move to the Sun Belt, just because of the fact that we were in season when it happened and didn't really want to worry about or think about that type of stuff while we were still worrying about winning games. But it was kind of cool, playing here at Coastal. It was definitely a unique experience playing on that teal field. Can't say that I ever thought I would play on a field that's not just regular green, but it was definitely a cool experience. And I think as this game continues to settle in, looking forward, well, I'm sure that'll only add into it.
Last question.
Coach Ronnie wrapped up his rookie season. So did you notice any growth from the beginning to the end? Considering that his first year being in charge of the operation?
I wouldn't say there was. I wouldn't even call it a rookie season. Coach Ronnie's been coaching the highest level of college football, for I don't even know how long, and he knows what it takes to have a successful team. And I think our team needs to continue buying into the culture that he's helping build. Like I said, I'm so thankful for Coach Ronnie and him giving me the opportunity. And, I know that he's proud of us and proud of this team for what we accomplished. But our end goal, which was, I wouldn't say our end goal was winning this game, but ultimately we wanted to send guys like Jordan and Isaac Weaver out on top, and we didn't do that. So we just got to let this settle in and look to see how we can move forward.
Thank you, Hayden.